G'day dads, welcome to Cooking with Cameron, coming to on the Fathering channel. Time to open up, time to get in the kitchen, time to make a date syrup. That's right dads, a date syrup. It's going to be awesome. Well dads, if you've been watching some of my videos lately, you'll have heard me bang on about date syrup. Now, I came across this only recently. I was in Salamanca at our markets and I found a tira syrup. Now it's a Persian spiced date syrup and it is just amazing. It's a sugar replacement. You can use it as a sugar replacement, so it's a sweet syrup. Looking at it, like it's a sugar replacement. Now I've put it now into muffins. I've put it into pancakes. So I've bought this. It's a Persian brekkie mix, an exotic, healthy must-have for snacking in a door. And what a great promotion! But this is from a place called Persia's Pantry. Not sponsored, but he's a great guy. Awesome food. Look him up and try some of his stuff. Again, not sponsored, just throwing it out there. Anyway guys, date syrup, Middle Eastern. I've looked up a bunch of recipes. There's all different ways of doing it. You can have it plain, or the tira syrup has spiced. And that's simply, he put in cardamom. On the recipe it had cardamom, on the bottle had cardamom and rose water. Now I don't have any rose water, so when I tried it last time, I did have some orange blossom. So I'm going to throw those back in because it was a really nice taste. And it's pretty simple. All we've got to do, soak the dates for an hour and a half in boiling water. So I'm about to pour that into here. Then we're going to put it on the heat, bring it to the boil, let it simmer for half an hour. Then we're going to strain it, we're going to sieve it. That's the hardest part because you've got to squeeze all that syrup out. And then, depending on the consistency you want, the thickness you want, whether you want to put it back on the heat, reduce it down either so it's really, if you don't want it, you can have it really runny, or you can bring it down to a real syrupy, thick consistency. In the Middle East, they refer to it sometimes as date honey. So let's have a go. As I said, dads, it's really simple. That's all we do now for an hour and a half, at least. Anyway, dads, I'll come back and see you shortly. Well, rightio, dads. Pretty simple. That's been sitting there for about an hour and a half. And now we've just got to bring it up to a boil. Just bring it up slowly. So we're going to go for still trying to work out this machine. Well, guess what, dads? Learned something today. This pot here, I thought was going to be good for my induction cooker. Nah, that's not. It does have a metal base, so I thought it was going to be okay. So we're going to have to go down to this one because I know it does fit. I'm going to put the fry pan on, the induction cooker on, medium heat. Now, we're going to put some extra flavourings in there. So, let's call that 2 teaspoons. Two teaspoons of garam masala. So that's just a nice spice in there. Not hot, just some nice flavourings. So we're going to bring that up to the boil. Oh, that orange blossom smells come straight through. Rightio, dads. That's been boiling for about 20 minutes. And now, it's pretty easy to make. The smell in this house is amazing. But now we've got to let that go really cold, because in essence, we're going to be putting it into a cheesecloth, or if you don't have a cheesecloth, grab one of your Mrs. Stockings, and we've got a sieve and we've got to squeeze all that juice out. So the last thing we really want to be doing is grabbing hold of that while it's, well, rightio dads. The date sludge, date sauce, it's cooled down, cool enough for me to put my fingers in there. It's not stone cold, but it's enough for me to be able to grab hold. Now, this part here, as I said before, this is what they call cheesecloth. It's just a cloth, yeah, it's a sieve. Now, I was talking to my wife before, and she's about to come in to help me because we need a bit of a help here. So she's going to come in because I've got to squeeze it and I'm going to get dirty hands. So she's going to play ladle. But I said before, I thought I used your stockings, but we didn't. What did we use?
I think we used a tea towel last
Tea towel
time.
or a handbag?
Or a handbag.
Might have been the handbag. So that's looking at the handbag to what this is. That's a lot thicker. So we might get a bit more juice out of this.
I have read that cheesecloth shreds, you can't use it that many times because it's not durable. Okay,
well there you go. Now, this cheesecloth, talking about not durable, cost me $10 for 2.5 meters worth.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and just I'm going to double sieve it.
Okay.
Now, if you can just put a ladle into here. Now, Dads, all we're going to do, maybe 2 ladles worth. Up.
Sure, or maybe 1.5.
Let's see how we go. And we're just going to squeeze it out. Now, this is why we don't want too much, because you've got to squeeze it. Well, there you go, Dads. That's probably taken us, a good 20, 25 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of just squeezing. We went down to just 1 scoop. Now, what we've got here is this beautiful syrup, but I want it a bit thicker. But, let me taste that. It's got a nice little spice to it. The orange blossom comes through blossom water comes through, and it's really, really sweet.
Definitely.
So I'm going to give this a quick clean up. We're going to throw this on the cook, and I'm going to probably reduce this down, take 1/3 of it out. So I don't want to, but it's just a little bit thick, a bit runny for what I want. So we're just going to bring it back to a boil, simmer it for about, might only take about 10, 15 minutes. My syrup has come down just nicely. Now, I've still got all of this date fibre. I'm not throwing it away, don't worry. Because, you put that into stews for a bit of a boost. I don't know, I've got to work out more. Not just biscuits, but I'm sure I'm going to be able to use it. So I'm going to package it up and put it in the freezer. But my date syrup, that has just come up looking absolutely beautiful. Oh, divine. Just cooking it down, thickening it up, just makes it absolutely beautiful. Now, I've just got a whole heap of small jars. I'm going to store it into those. Now and then I'm actually going to just boil it. So I'm going to put it in there, then I'm going to put it in boiling water for about 10 minutes. That's just going to seal it up. These jars I've cleaned already, but just to sterilise them. They're going to last a while because it's sugar, it's sweet. Unfortunately, with the way I cook and with our house, it doesn't last real long. So I'm going to go and package this up, and hopefully by then the first lot of cookies or biscuits are out, so we get to try them. Anyway, dads, talk to you soon. Rightio, dads. Our rustic pillow biscuit thingies have come out of the oven. I think I might let them cool off before I taste those, because that fibre in the middle is going to be roasting hot. But while I was doing that, again, all my date fibre packed away. That's going to go into the freezer. Another thing, sticky date pudding. What else would you use it on? Anyway, dads, the date syrup's sealing off in there. That's cooking there. Time to head over to the B-roll, and I'll take some photos of the biscuits. I'll take some photos of that syrup with some beautiful yogurt and some cereal, and it will be amazing. Anyway, dads, over to you. Have a go. Now that's taken us, it's probably about 3 hours work, dads, to be honest with you. But again, I know what I've got, but it's fun trying different things. If you don't want to make it, go out and try find some date syrup. Anyway, dads, till next time, keep being great dads.